Wow, greetings wherever you're watching us in the entire world. My name is Daniel Ulesito Niyolo Live. I'm live from Kajiado County. We are here to discuss a number of important things that are nationally important. We want to know the emergence or the entry of the new political party called DCP in the country, what it has to achieve, whether it is here to disrupt or evolve on matters politics, especially in the MAASAI land. I'm joined by Kajiado County Senate aspirant, who is a renowned lawyer. We are here to listen to his story as one of the pioneers of the DCP party, to understand its space in MAASAI land, Kajiado, and in the national politics. Welcome, Honorable Kanchori. It's my pleasure to host you today.
Thank you, my namesake.
Yeah, welcome. And
thank you for being
good to see you
on Niyolo Life.
Niyolo Life.
Niyolo Life.
Yeah, you look good on some aspects of Kimasai.
I'm a Maasai.
Yeah.
Born and bred in Kajiado.
So I'm giving you an opportunity to greet our audience as we dive into the interview to know what exactly is in store for us as the MAA nation, the country, on the new political party in the country.
Thank you, Dan. Thank you, viewers of Niyolo Live. It's a pleasure to be here. Greetings to you all. My name is Honorable Dr. Daniel Kanchori. I'm an advocate of the High Court of Kenya. By God's grace, I'm also a pastor, a former member of the County Assembly for Kajiado County, representing a ward in Kitengela, Kajiado East. And it's good to be here. Thank you for hosting me.
Welcome. You know, the MAASAI community have always been aligned, or they have an identity with some historical political association. Now we are having a new political party in the country. We want to hear whether the DCP is coming to fit in, to reshape, or maybe to sweep the entire MAASAI land. What exactly do we expect from this new party as the MAA nation and probably the country?
To put record straight,
Yes.
We have a new political party.
Yes.
The newest kid on the block.
Yes.
Democracy for the Citizens Party.
Yes. Democracy for the Citizens
Party. DCP.
Yes.
And our slogan is Kusikiza Ground.
Kusikiza Ground.
Kusikiza Ground. And DCP has come, and from the name of the party,
yes,
is a democratic party.
Yes.
We have seen day after day when the democratic space is being eroded.
Yes.
In Kenya and in the entire region.
Yes.
Where the citizen voice is being silenced by the states. And this party is actually an idea whose time has come,
right,
to ensure that that democratic space is not eroded. It is anchored in our Constitution 2010.
Yes.
It is actually, it's not a privilege that the citizens have to enjoy. It is a right enshrined in the Constitution. So that's why we have a democratic party, where dissenting voices are allowed in a democracy, and everybody is entitled to their views. Association, the right to associate,
yes,
to a political party, and give divergent views,
yes,
without being threatened and even losing their life.
All right.
And also avoiding the misuse of the criminal justice to silence opponents. Secondly, this party is focused on the citizen. You know that the citizens are everything. They pay taxes, they elect the government.
Yes.
And if you read our Constitution, Article 1, all sovereign power belongs to the people. So we are saying that we want to listen to the 190. They know what is hurting them. They know the challenges. They know their expectations.
Yes.
And every sober and reasonable government is supposed to anchor all its policies, all its development agenda on the mwananchi, and not the other way around.
What are the plans or the strategies do people have convince the Maasai community or probably the citizens of this country to align with the policies, to align with the ideologies of this new party. Because as you've put it, that we live in a democratic country where right to any political party is enshrined in the constitution, and it is a natural law to every person. Which strategy is the DCP using to make sure that the Maasai community believes in what is enshrined in the new ideologies of the party?
First and foremost, DCP is a national party.
Right.
It's not a local party.
Yes.
It's not a regional party.
Right.
It is a national party.
Yes.
And when you see the structure of its leadership, we are not going to entrench ourselves into the Maasai community. We are part and parcel of this party. Because the chairman, since history, the history of this country, since we got independent, we've never gotten a party where we, the Maasais, are heading it. So this is our party. We are actually the one welcoming the other communities to this party.
You are welcome.
It is other communities to align to this party because this is our party. The Deputy Secretary General is from Narok County. The chairman of the party is from Kajiado County. So this party is a Maasai party that we are going to ask other communities to align to it. And historically, the Maasais have been associated to be the real Kenyans, the real Africans. Our culture and our accommodative behavior. There is no other place to be. The party to be is DCP.
Let me ask you a direct question. The party leader of DCP is the former Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya.
Just to put the records right,
yes,
is the People's Deputy President, because after the court ruling that nullified the empanelment of the judges that took through his impeachment, is technically we have an appointed one and an elected People's Deputy President.
Kanchori's words. So my question is, okay, you are the People's Deputy President, the former Deputy Rigathi Gachagua. He's the party leader.
Absolutely.
How is his reception in your region, for example, now that the formation of the party, or those who have pioneered the formation of the party, MAASAI are on the table? How is his reception?
Rigathi Gachagua was unfairly treated by the government. The government which he fought, which he helped to take power, so he is actually a good representation of the Wananchi who have been unfairly treated in wrong economic policies, the criminal justice being used against the Wananchi. We have seen our Gen Zs when they came out to express their dissatisfaction with the finance bill. We still have many who are missing. Many of them were killed. So when we have Rigathi Gachagua as our leader, he is actually representing the injustice and the unfairness and reasonableness of the government on the Mwananchi on the ground. You know, this government came on the platform of Mama Mboga, Boda Boda, and I actually don't now blame the UDA Kenya Kwanza government.
Why?
Because you know their slogan is a wheelbarrow.
Oh,
and you know a wheelbarrow, if there is something that saps your time and energy, is a wheelbarrow. Because it takes your energy and time to load it, and then again it's just there waiting for you again to inject energy and time to push it. So I think we expected too much. We had exceeding expectation. Well, their slogan was a wheelbarrow, and they have squarely delivered on the wheelbarrow standards.
So you are telling us that the wheelbarrow is tiresome. Is something?
It saps your energy, saps your time. You leave it there, you have to come for it. So I think this government has actually represented the slogan of a wheelbarrow. They have promised so much and delivered so little. The Kenyan spirit, when you listen to the ground, because our party
Why
slogan
did you choose this slogan?
is listening to the people. When the people are saying you are choking us with taxes, you are not listening to us. You are not giving us what is priority. Can you see the Hustler Fund? 66 billion just gone on the drain. You see this money, Mr. Moneybags people just walking with money on their cars, and we have the UHC doctors crying at Afia House. They have not been paid. Capitation to the school, it has not been released. The SHA and NHIF is not properly working. But we have the money to go and buy the 190. The buck stops with the president.
Who is to be blamed? And you people brought this government which is in place. Is it because now that the party leader of DCP is no longer in government that you people got what to say?
For your information, I did not vote for this government.
You are not part of this.
I voted. I was an ODM, though even Raila has disappointed.
And now the broad-based government is
is it a broad-based or a bread-based government? And you see, once Raila joined the government, because we really had hope with Raila,
yes,
Mheshimiwa Raila Odinga, and he had historically fought for our rights.
Yes.
But when he went to government, he was given 4 CSs. Can you imagine? We did not even get a privilege to be considered for a CS position in his offer. Well, the Maasais have historically stood and fought for Raila.
He came and gave out PS.
A PS that is under a department. You cannot get water, you cannot get a road through that. It's just a cosmetic position. Somebody is just having a salary. We thank him for that, but it is below the expectation that we had.
You know, for example, Kajiado County, they have been in government. Just to say, for example, in 2017, the governor came through Jubilee. At the moment, by design, they are in the broad-based government.
Let me, for your information, we were told that there was an agreement for the broad-based government.
Yes.
We, the Kajiado Maasais, our people were never involved in that. We don't know what is in there.
So the documents, the details of the marriage between UD and ODM,
we don't know it,
idea about it.
And clearly by what is going on, we are not part of it.
You have been in the political space for a while, having claimed the MCA position for the first time during the devolution.
Oh yes, I was the MCA for Kitengela.
You are now vying for the Senate. What's new that you are promising the people of Kajiado?
When I was an MCA,
yes,
the very first one to birth the devolution,
yes,
I was the very first member of the county assembly,
yes,
to bring a modern bus park in Kitengela.
Bus park?
Yes. There has never been since the history of Kenya.
Wow.
The first stadium in Kitengela.
Yes.
I am the one who fought the land grabbers who had grabbed that land.
So you say the first thing is the bus park?
The bus park, the current modern bus park in Kitengela.
In Kitengela?
Yes.
You brought the stadium?
I brought the stadium. The first public toilet.
And you are a name here?
Yes, yes. The first public toilet in Kitengela town.
Yes.
There was none. People will go to a hotel and pretend that they want to take tea so that they can relieve themselves in a hotel.
Washrooms.
I was the very first one to bring the bill on the ECD modern ECD centers. We said we can't just build classrooms.
Yes.
But we came up with a bill where we have a standard ECD center in the whole county. This ECD center has a staff room, it has a library,
yes,
it has a playing ground, it has a staff room, and where the kids can sleep.
Yes.
And they have their own washrooms.
Yes.
I was
a standard
ECD center. That is a modern one.
Correct.
So that we don't just have a classroom without chairs and all that. I was the first one to bring the bill to ensure that we now ensure that we have the enforcement system in the county.
Right.
So that now we have a structured enforcement system where they have a command,
yes,
and they can be able now to do their work within the precincts of the law.
Yes.
You know, previously the councils were fear. They will come with rungus.
Yes.
They will come with machetes to enforce the law.
Yes.
But now there is an organized enforcement system
Yes.
in the county.
A fair process.
Yes.
That a person can be given a fair hearing.
Yes, yes.
Not ambush and
thrown into a pickup. Secondly,
yes.
I ensure that we have an equal allocation of the ward funds in all the wards.
Yes.
So that
fair distribution.
There is fair distribution of even flagship projects, so that a governor cannot be unfair to a certain ward because that particular MCA is not aligned to him politically. So that you don't have to be a yes man or woman to a governor for you to get development.
Right.
No. We ensure that there is an equal, fair distribution of resources.
Did it work?
It did work in our time.
Yes.
Because in our time we left it at 40 million per ward.
Yes.
And then there will be a rotational distribution of the flagship projects.
Yes.
For example, if you need to do a big market, it has to be rotated within the sub-counties. Right. And in our time, we ensure that oversight is done, because the critical role of an MCA and a senator is to oversight the government, to ensure that the budget is passed on time, the Mwananchis are listened to, so that whatever is in that budget is the views and the challenges of the Mwananchi, and ensure that it is implemented in time, on time, so that we don't have resources going back. And the contractors that are given this work, they do it according to the law. And the people that are given that work, they are given within the framework of the law. Hakuna sisi hatukununuliwa. We were never bought. The governor then used to be from my ward.
Yes.
He has never given me a coin. And I ensure that he did the job in time and the way it's supposed to be. By the way, the MCA is the boss of the governor. Because he can fire him. They can fire him. The senator is the boss of the governor. They can impeach him. Yeah, they are not supposed to be his praise and worship team boys and girls.
So what is this that is in store for Kajiado people in case you clinch the position of the senator?
I want to look at the Kajiado people. I want to tell them, here is a professional. Because I am a doctor, for your information. I hold a PhD from Mount Kenya University. I am an advocate of the High Court of Kenya. I understand the constitution and the legal processes. I have been an MCA. I have actually already done the oversight job. And an MCA is a mirror of what a senator is supposed to be. So I want to tell them, and in our time, we ensure that oversight was done. We were never pocketed, like the way the MCAs are done and the MPs by the president and the governors. So that, because when a leader is compromised, is a big loss to the Wananchi. So I want to tell them, I'm not going to be compromised. I'm not going to be anyone's project. I'm going to ensure that your views, as part of our party, DCP, listening to the ground. Your views, I'll oversight, I'll represent, and ensure that the legislative role of your senator, when that time comes, when you give me that privilege.
What motivated you to take this bold step of going to the Senate, all the way from MCA to the Senate? And why did you choose to use DCP, barely a new party? Why did you not use the traditionally existing parties?
You know, in 2027, I vied for the speaker seat. And I won. But 2017, some cartels just ensure that I don't clinch the seat. In 2022, I vied for the member of parliament for Kajiado East. Under the Jubilee Party, when they messed up and bungled the party and the nomination. So I decided to go to the Senate because as a senator, I am the boss of the governor. I am going to oversight the 47 county governments. And as a senator, I will ensure that the enough resources come to the county, and also oversight the executive, led by the governor, to ensure that those resources are utilized equitably, and they are channeled on the rights and the urgent needs of the Mwananchi. No coin of Kajiado will be wasted on my watch as the governor. There will be no money that will go back. I'm not going to entertain Mr. Moneybags when I am the senator. The governor will have to do the work within the law, and the people of Kajiado and indeed Kenya will get value for their money.
They will
get value for their taxes.
In MAASAI land, Kajiado.
And why DCP, to answer your question?
Right, yes.
DCP has aligned with the people's aspiration.
Yes.
Because it is, every party has to align to the Wananchi.
Yes.
To give them a democratic space. And when we clinch government,
yes,
we'll ensure that the government is democratic,
yes,
in terms of representation,
yes,
and equitable sharing of the resources.
Yes.
And we are going to listen to the Mwananchi. Never again will a government use the criminal justice, use the force of the police to silence and put down the views and the voice of the citizens of Kenya.
Wow. In MAASAI land, Kajiado, there are very serious complexities in cards of clan. How will you meander to make sure you will not succumb to them? By the way, you've said you are a professional. Do you subscribe to such politics?
There are dynamics, because politics has many dynamics.
Yes.
And in Kenya politics, we have the tribal card, we have the local politics.
Yes.
But as a senator, I want to tell the people of Kajiado.
Yes.
And when you see my politics, I'm very independent. In mind and in focus.
Yes.
Historically, the Senate seat has always been just by the way.
Yes.
Once they have chosen who is the governor, who is the president, then they just get, I want to break that narrative. That a senator is independent seat, that is going to oversight not only the governor, but even the president.
All right.
So you need somebody who is independent,
yes,
somebody who is qualified.
Yes.
And I want to tell our people that we need now to go beyond the tribal, the clan politics.
Yes.
Because at the end of the day, we want development, and development, bad leadership does not discriminate.
Sure.
Does not know a clan, does not know a tribe,
yes,
does not know a region.
It will cut across.
It will cut across.
Oh.
And here is the candidate, a doctor, an advocate, a pastor, an experienced leader to deliver that vision.
Is it a jack of all trades? Anyway, if DCP and yourself gets leadership, for example, or succeeds in this,
when we get leadership, it's not about if, when we get the leadership.
All right. What are the long-term changes? What are the long-term hopes that you are planning to spark to make sure that the country, probably Kajiado, under the leadership of the senator, when you've said when, it's not if. So when you take leadership, maybe, because it's a matter of you may win or not. That is the nature of leadership. What are the conversations that we will see, the change, the hope, and the aspirations that will be long-term to the country and the people of Kajiado?
First and foremost is to ensure that Kajiado citizens get their right share of the national cake. As it stands now, we are treated like children of a lesser God. We barely can count any major national project going on in Kajiado. In terms of even allocation of senior positions, we don't have any. We only got one PS the other day. Secondly, we don't have any CS. In history of Kajiado, we have always been known as the leaders of the Interior and National Coordination Ministry. No wonder our agencies were killed and the system is mismanaged, because we don't have a MAASAI in that position. We've seen other counties, other constituencies, where they already have an old tarmac and they are getting a new one. In Kajiado, we only have 2 unfinished tarmacs. The one from Isara to Mashuru and Ngong to Suswa, and they are not complete. The standard is class D. They are already worn out. Even before they are being launched, before the roads are launched, yes, they are already worn out. We've seen the president come into Kajiado, yes, only for a church function.
Yes.
Never has he come to Kajiado to unveil any project, any development project. We are not in government, and that's why we've decided to make our own way to our own government.
But you people have the status controller.
Status controller, my foot. Status controller is just an employee, personal assistant to the president. He is a status controller of the State House of Kenya.
He is aspiring to be the governor.
He's democratic right to be a governor, but he is just there like any other employee of government. It doesn't give any privilege to Kajiado.
Really?
Yeah. The only thing they have done is case after another, EACC after another EACC. The many people that are employed, they are being employed under M-Pesa, paid under M-Pesa. We've not seen any serious officers of government, because if you don't have a CS, you know that is a senior most position. It's not a status control.
Tell me a status controller is paid by M-Pesa?
The people that he has employed are being paid under M-Pesa.
Can you substantiate that?
Tell me, you tell me anyone who's been permanently employed.
He pays them through M-Pesa.
They are paid through M-Pesa. So when you don't have a CS,
yes,
and you don't have a substantive CS who can control a ministry and development, you're already disadvantaged. If you don't have a PS, if you don't have even our MPs, we don't have an MP who is a chairman of a committee. The one we had was Senator Seki, and he was de-whipped. So we are marginalized as Kajiado. We are not in government.
I have some direct questions.
Yes.
To understand better the dynamics of Kajiado politics. In a scale of 1 to 10, how do you rate the current senator?
Compared to the previous ones?
No, looking into the...
Because comparison has to be...
You can even rate the 3 of them, because in Kajiado, the scenario is like one term. That phrase is very famous in the country. You know, so make us
it is our slogan that this government has to go one term.
Can you give us a rating in comparison with Mositet, MAASAI, and Seki?
Mositet was a pioneer senator.
Yes.
And he tried his best.
Yes.
We congratulate him for pioneering the county.
Yes.
He had his challenges.
Yes.
Largely, he was a businessman.
Yes. He was a businessman.
He was a businessman. But he tried his best, because when we had issues, he will come through strongly.
Yes.
MAASAI, I don't blame MAASAI, because you know MAASAI was just declared senator. I don't even think he was very serious about it. And
why
he did his part. Unfortunately, we had little impact from him then.
Yes.
Senator Seki has tried, because we have seen him articulating issues in the Senate. We have seen him defending the county, and it's now up to the people of Kajiado to ultimately is the people who will always have the scorecard.
Yes.
To decide whether a certain leader has done well or not. The people of Kajiado, and they are very wise, because they listen to the ground. They know it. Yes.
They know it.
Yes.
Are you planning maybe to come and work with the governor of that time when you be the senator?
What do you mean work with the governor?
In many occasions, we see a governor and a senator going loggerheads. They rarely work together. But I think in Kajiado, we have seen the senator and the governor working together. Are you planning to emulate that, or you are going to be oversight and strongly sometimes oppose, or you support where necessary? What will be your stand? I
want to assure the people of Kajiado that I'm going to deliver on the 3 critical roles of a Senate.
Yes.
Oversight, to ensure that the governor, I'm going to put the governor on his toes.
Yes.
To ensure that he delivers to the people of Kajiado. I am not going to fight anybody, nor am I going to court anybody. I'm just going to do my job. If doing my job will bring whatever you call coming together, well and good. If doing my job means talking parallel, as long as the work is done, it's not a marriage, it's not a love affair.
Yes.
It is a kazi. I'm going to be independent.
Yes.
And from my history as an MCA, I don't have any scandal. I've never been compromised by any government system. My records are clean. I speak my mind. I say what it is as it is. So I want to assure them that I am going to ensure that the oversight, the legislative and representative role of a senator is 100% done. You try me, you will never regret.
By the way, who is your competitor right now?
So far, I have no competitor.
You don't have a competitor?
I don't have any competitor.
Comparing
with I think I'm just comparing with the deer type.
Yes.
Just deer type. Because so far, I've not seen any serious competitor.
No competitor.
There's no serious competitor so far.
So far, you don't have a competitor.
So far, I don't have a competitor. In fact, we are contemplating going unopposed come 2027.
Going unopposed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
From the history of Kenya, for a former governor, to come to a Senate,
yes,
the chances of success is 0.02. And I can give you is a fact. So far, we only have Mandago, the former governor for Uasin Gishu, and Ali Roba, I think from Northeastern.
Yes.
They are the only one who have successfully contested as former governors to be senators. So when you put Ngedianye and any other former governor,
yes,
is as good as dead on arrival bid. That's why I say I am unopposed.
You are unopposed. Honorable Kanchori, as a close.
And as a parent, when you have a student,
yes,
who comes from standard 7,
yes,
to standard 6, and one who is coming from standard 6 to standard 7,
yes,
who are you going to encourage? And again, when a governor comes to a Senate, he cannot objectively oversight his previous doings. It is a miscarriage of justice when a governor becomes a senator, because it means all the files and oversight are already locked.
Because
that is it.
He can't oversight.
Yeah, he can't oversight himself. Yeah.
I want to give you a chance.
So you can't be a judge on your own case.
I want to give you an opportunity.
Yes.
To speak directly to the people of Kajiado County and tell them why should they place their trust, their hope, their vote on you as their senator. And by the way, tell them on why should they subscribe to the ideologies of DCP as we conclude.
First and foremost, I want to state categorically that Daniel Kanchori, as a doctor, as an advocate of the High Court of Kenya, and by God's grace, as a pastor and a former member of the county assembly, I have the experience, I have the academic qualification, and I have the energy as a young person, as a representative of the youth of this county, to ensure that the representative role, the oversight role, the right laws are in place. Your issues on the ground, which is my party's manifesto, Kusikiza Ground, are articulated. And with Daniel Kanchori as your next senator, the county is in safe hands, and Kenya will experience a democratic atmosphere with citizens' views, challenges, and expectation being prioritized for you to enjoy the fruits of devolution.
Thank you very much. And thank you for creating time.
Asante.
I'm wishing you all the best.
Thank you.
And we want to hear what the Skiza Ground has to deliver to the people of Kenya.
Na nitasikiza ground. Tutahakikisha tutasikiza ground.
Guys, it's been fun and it has been awesome listening from Daniel Kanchori, the advocate of the High Court. We've learned, we've listened, and the judges are you, the viewers. Until next time, I'm Daniel Olesito, the Yolo Life.